Hey, Tim Unkert here, and in this video we're going to get a little bit of user input in the language C and then output a message to the user. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to be working, the first video I showed you in this series, I was showing you on Replit. I'm actually using a text editor called Atom, and I have it set up with a couple extensions. Let me show you. So let's go to Packages, and so the extension that I have that I'm using for this is the GPP compiler. So I have it set up so I can click on the file and click Run and Compile. And I also have Xterm installed. This is on a Chromebook, so you can just type sudo apt-get install Xterm. You do need that for this. And this is just, you can search and install for GPP compiler, and that'll help you compile your C programs if you're using Atom. The reason I'm using Atom is these lessons I'll be uploading to a GitHub repository that I'll leave a link to in the description. Okay, so enough about that. Let's create a file. So I'm just going to right click and create new file in this project, and I'm going to call this greeting.c. And we're going to start by including the standard input-output header file, and we're going to have a main. Whoops, I tabbed that, got too much, but I just want a simple main. Oh, no. So I'm trying their autocomplete. I'll just type it. I want something simple for this. Okay, so we want to get, in this video, I'm going to get a user's name and their occupation, and then I'm going to have the C program print back the name and the occupation. Like, hi, you are, in my case, Tim, and let's say my occupation is a teacher, okay? But I'm going to let them, I would enter that into the program, and it would print it back to me. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, well, at the end of this, I want to have return 0. But first thing I want to do is just print F and then enter something like, what is your name? And I'm going to leave a little space, put a semicolon at the end. And then I'm going to create I'm going to initialize a variable that is a string. And the way I do that in C is character, and then let's call it name. And then I have to kind of specify how many letters I want the name to be. Now I'm going to put 31. Actually, let me put 26. I think that's long enough. And that'll actually give me a name up to 25 characters. More on that later. But anyway, so after that, I'm going to go down here and then type scanf. Okay, and that's going to be allowing them to use some input. And then we have parentheses. And then I want the input to be a string. And now keep in mind, they could enter in something. Well, no, I think string would be fine in this one. But there's no exception handling in this video. This is very basic. So anyway, so they're going to enter in a string, which is their name. And that's how we will get that. And then I'm going to go down here and just say printf, what is your occupation? And put a little space there. And then, oops, sorry about that. And then I'm going to initialize a name variable, or sorry, an occupation variable. So I say care occupation. Let's make this one be up to 30 letters long, so we type 31. And then we go down here, and now I'm going to print out this stuff. So I'm going to say printf, and we're going to do your name is, and then where I want their name variable to come in, I'm going to put %s and then a comma and then name. And then I'm going to end that printf statement. This is all going to end up on the same line. And then we're going to printf and then quotes. And I'm going to put a space here and say, and you work as a, and then I want another %s because we're putting in another string, And then we're going to have the occupation variable, okay? And I'm going to hit Control S, okay? And we're looking at my program. We're going to see if there are any errors that I made, hopefully not. And we'll compile and run. So I'm just going to, that GPP plugin that I showed you earlier, that lets me to compile and run. So it says, what is your name? It compiled. There's no errors there. It gives you a nice bright red thing if you make errors. So my name is Tim. And we do have an error in my logic. So let's see what I did here. Okay. One thing I forgot. Okay. So yeah, we have to actually ask them, we have to actually scan F, the occupation. So, okay. So it wasn't an error in compiling. It was just an error in the logic, which I created the program. So that you can make an error without the compiler yelling at you. Okay. Now, actually, just for an example, let me save this and I'll show you how the compiler is going to yell at me in this program because it's pretty blatant. All right, so we're going to compile and run, and boom, I get these big red things. No, you forgot a semicolon. And, it basically just pops up a bunch of red stuff, and I go, oh, yeah, I have to put the semicolon there. Okay, so anyways, we are going to compile and run. Okay, so what is your name? My name is Tim. What is your occupation? Well, I was a teacher, but let's just go with teacher. So your name is Tim, and you work as a teacher. Okay, one more thing to make this a little bit better is I should probably put a period here because as a teacher, even though I was a math teacher, yeah, we should have proper grammar. Let's compile and run that again and make sure that works. So Tim, my occupation is teacher. Your name is Tim, and you work as a teacher. Okay, and now we don't have to use just teacher. We could compile or run again, and we could say my name is Tim, and what is your occupation? I'll say full stack web developer, and then this is the thing in C that we'll have to tackle in a later video. If you have spaces, the way this program works is that it will only take the first word. Okay, so let's try that again. So if I compiled and ran it, I would say, what's your name? My name is Tim. What's your occupation? Let's put no spaces. Full stack web developer. Okay, this obviously isn't optimal. We'll have to fix this in a later video, and stay tuned for that. That'll be the next one. Okay, so then you see your name is Tim and you work as a full stack web developer. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, as it really helps the channel grow and encourages me to keep making videos like this. Thanks for watching and have a great day.